too. So, which game would you like to start with reviewing? Because I already know how you feel about one of them.
Oh man, okay. Let's see. Well, number one game of the year, Baldur's Gate 3, undisputed.
Baldur's Gate.
Everyone, the best. I mean, everyone, if you've definitely heard about it, it's literally everywhere. There's not much I can say on it that hasn't been said, but to people who, I feel like everyone who's played it talk about like, oh, super fun game, it's a great game. For people like me, if you love D&D and you played D&D before, you loved like just open world, like the Mass Effect 1 and all the old games and how they used to be. It's literally that, but better. And it kind of plays like those old games, and it plays like D&D.
Yeah, I will say for the people that are getting really excited, it is turn-based combat, but don't worry, he's going to explain how great that is too.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it is turn-based combat. I guess, it's crazy that a turn-based combat game is like the number one played game in the world right now. When like that's always usually Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, all the shooting games. It's never a turn-based game.
Ever.
It really isn't. It's never. But if you really just want to have a cool, like, if you're so much even so out of video games, like let's say you just like good stories, like good actual writing, and you just enjoy the fantasy genre, or just a good story in general, it's just a good game. It hits all the boxes. Even though it's turn-based, it's a lot of fun, and it's not too crazy hard. It's not too easy. It turn-based, there's movement and stuff that works a little differently than like, I don't know, classic turn-based where you like move on a hexagon and it's kind of a little bit limiting. This game has like no limits. It's on what you can do. You can jump from the ceiling and transform yourself into a bear and do literally an RKO from WWE to kill people. It's insane. I've seen people do all kinds of just crazy shit, and your imagination is like the actual limit. And all your choices matter. Everyone is either killable. Half of them are, romance options, and it's crazy. You can literally do whatever you want, and definitely would recommend that game. I mean, everyone's seen the videos. Highly recommend. It's also multiplayer, so play with your friends, play with your spouse. Watch your spouse try and bang somebody and fail all game. Could also be very funny. There's all kinds of just fun stuff to do. Definitely my game of the year. I haven't actually liked a single player game and like wanted to finish it in a very long time. So, highly recommend.
That is some amazing praise, which I will also say it's not it's not my game of the year, but it is the game of the year. Like I always take I always try to make the difference between an objective and subjective approach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like I know that everything about this game is damn near perfect. First of all, I had never, like, just to give an example of how good this game is, I don't play turn-based games. I just don't. Haven't played one since Pokemon. And even then, the only one that I open up that window for is Dragon Quest. And I didn't like the last, 3 Pokemon games. So that just goes to show you, I ain't really been playing any turn-based games. So what happened is I saw Claude playing this in early access. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, this game looks amazing. As soon as I saw the character creator, I was sold. I didn't even know what else was in store, but when I saw the character creator, I was like, okay.
The guy can actually look black in this game. It's crazy.
Bro. And then I turned around and made a goddamn dragon person. Like I didn't it was just so refreshing to see the attention to detail that someone would give to a game and say, I want this to be not only intuitive, but I want this to be creative, and I want people to just straight up have fun with the way this character looks, like with how this character looks going into the game. You should be able to make the person of your dreams, pretty much. And
that's they get asked to do that too.
Exactly. That's the crazy part. And then, like, the game has some really cool things where you get to do stupid stuff. Like, there's a speed run for how fast you can have sex with someone. That's ridiculous, but it's cool. Like, people are just like, I mean, and it's across generations too. Like, older gamers are playing this, younger gamers are playing it, and I love it. Like, I really do love this game, and I know I keep saying it's not my game of the year, but the reason why it's not is because I got my game of the year so early that, like, and then it was more of, this is a lifelong dream compared to this is a game that this is a game that I think, you know, everyone would want to play. Right. So I will say, to me, Baldur's Gate is a 9.5 out of 10 game. And I'm not mad at it. I mean, the only reason why I don't think it's perfect is just because I had a couple frame rate issues, but it was very light. And also, turn-based combat ain't my combat. Those right there are like both 0.25 of a point. Like, ooh, that's so damaging to a score that's nearly perfect.
Yeah, no, 9.5 is pretty.
Exactly. That's
good.
Extremely high. I give the utmost praise to what was it, Larian?
Oh yeah. Hey, yeah, no DLC either. No $60, not $70.
Exactly. And so much content.
Yeah, and just on the content, one thing, and this is going to be my final point if I had to make one about this game. This is really, I'm going to forget it. If you have played a ton of fantasy or any story games, doesn't matter even whether it's The Witcher, doesn't matter whether it's whatever, especially if you played MMORPGs, there are always quests. There's the main quest, then there's the side quests. The side quests in most games is like, maybe The Witcher not so much, but most side quests are like, go fetch this, go deliver this message, go do that. Like, that's actually notorious in like Fallout. A lot of it's like, oh my god, shelter's under attack, let's go defend shelter 55, or deliver this, or kill X people. Like, there's no story. It's just like, kill the monsters.
Or in Assassin's Creed, hey, our camp's being attacked by bears. Can you kill all the bears? Yeah. And hey, we're going to war, and you have no idea what battle this is or why we're even in battling. But if you choose the Greeks, you can get some cool armor. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just everything is like, go here, kill this, or deliver this. Every single quest in Baldur's Gate is a full-on story that you'll actually enjoy, and then somehow actually relates to the main part of the story. So, quick spoilers, there's a person that seems like the most inconsequential person in the very first part of the game, and you can choose to like you think you're just helping, like you're literally like helping some random person's child. Fast forward later, next part of the game, that child is like, it almost seems like she's a big part of the game, but she could have easily died. Like, it's like a coin toss. Like, you don't even care. And there's just so many moments where all the side quests either connect, and they're all fun, and they all have real stories. There's not a single quest where you're like, go fight and kill 10 monsters and come back and get your apple. Nothing stupid like that. So
it's the key word to this game is intentional. Everything is done with intent, and that makes it so freaking good.
It's you think every corner there's something new. You think there's got to be a reason they put this here. There's got to be something that's happening here. In most games, you lose that feeling because usually it's just nothing. But you keep that feeling for this game the entire time, and usually it pays out. Actually, usually there's always something.
Oh man, that made me happy to hear that again. But another game. Now, I will say, we both played this one. I don't think this is going to be like a full review, It's kind of like a first reaction review, and that's Starfield, because a lot of people have been wanting to know, how this game turned out as far as Xbox exclusives, and did it save Xbox, and is PlayStation still significantly better because of it? And overall, I'm going to say it kind of did save Xbox. But here's the issue. The game isn't perfect, and I wish it was. It's not my game of the year. It doesn't make my top 5. It's probably like number 9 on my top 10.
Of all time or this year?
This year? I've beaten so many freaking games. So, okay, we got to... by the way, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/callmeoq. On stream, I haven't beat that many games. Off stream, I've beat plenty of games that I didn't feel like streaming just because I didn't have the time. But just in the past 3 months, I think I beat 5 games.
Yeah, no, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, so like, thank you. Just there's some games where I would start playing it, and then I would stop playing all of them. Like I was just like, oh, this game's not that good. Or what unfortunately happened this year, some games I wanted to put in my top 10, I found out came out in 2022, and they were just like in the last quarter. So that's a thing too. But Starfield, good, bad, and ugly. The good is, to me personally, the game looks nice. I like people complained about the graphics not looking very next gen. I think
full of shit.
Exactly. And this is in hand of God. Not even like saying this to have a reason to like combat people that complained. I've genuinely heard that complaint that like the game doesn't look next gen, and I think it is one of the most next gen big games that we've seen. Like, it's Baldur's Gate is a very big game, but honestly, you can run it on the Steam Deck too. Not saying that it's not a good looking game. It's a fantastic looking game. But when I open up a very huge world, Starfield is exactly what I would imagine seeing. You got to take down the film grain in the motion blur, because that's just stuff I don't like. But if you play it the way that it is out the gate, it looks super next gen. Especially the flying in the spacecraft. Oh my god.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Yeah, it's a very good looking game.
I will tell everyone on that note, man. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, put y'all on game. I've been using these same shitty ass $60 monitors for 5 years now. I promise you, if y'all are looking online and you're like, my game don't look like that, those promo videos ain't real, you may have a crappy monitor. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even trying to hate. Like, I don't have the latest graphics card, so I can't bump it to Ultra. I can't do that. But you play this game on Ultra on a 4K monitor, I promise you on God, that shit looks ridiculous. It doesn't, some games it's not worth it, but this would probably be one that is. And I don't have a 4K monitor. I got a new monitor. It's 1440p. Already a huge difference. I can't imagine what the 4K ones are like. Or can't imagine.
I've seen just like videos of people out, like the YouTube outputting everything in Ultra, and it, even on YouTube, a place where it's very hard to get things to render the way you want them to, even when it's dumbed down, it looks amazing.
Right.
Like, it's ridiculous.
Put it this way, y'all. Like, even if you quote unquote watch things on super high def or you have like your monitor is just gonna make a difference. So like there's just resolutions you're just not gonna be able to see unless you have the monitor, and it makes a huge difference.
Huge. I got a 1440p monitor and a 1080p 120 hertz monitor. For those that don't know what that means, I have one in 1080p that has a high refresh rate, so like it's very smooth. So 1080p smooth, and then there's 1440p, aka 2K, very pretty. So I get to see what both look like. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I wish that I had 2 4K monitors at that point, because the game just looks that good. Other plus, I love being able to just, once again, customization is an easy way to get me into a game. If I can create somebody that looks like me, moves like me, talks like me, sold every time. Even if they're a silent protagonist, as long as they look like me, for the most part, I'm happy. I usually do crazy creations when I don't have the option of making the person look like me, but I always want the option to see how close I can get. I put a picture in one of our other Discords of what my character looks like. And I'm not gonna lie, he kind of looks like me. he clears at least like 60 to 65% of what I look like. It's just a couple things that I couldn't understand how to change in order to make the character look even more like me. But this is one of the best character creators for a AAA game. Of course, it's still not going to be Baldur's Gate because once again, Baldur's Gate is objective game of the year. So it executes all the things that I'm about to say to a higher extent, except for maybe graphics. And combat, because it's all personal choice on that one. But I would say those are two goods. Am I missing something? I would say combat is a good. I like the fact that you can basically upgrade. They implemented some things from Fallout 4 where you can modulate your armor and guns. Really cool. I like being able to customize. Do I know how to do it that well? No, but I want. So the more that I get in, the more hours I put into the game, which I will be putting more hours into it. I would definitely be better at that. Even the lock picking was pretty interesting. Inventory is, I would say it's good, but it could be better. I mean, it's a Bethesda game, so inventory management always has been, to me, one of their higher points. Once you get used to it, I haven't played Skyrim in a very long time, so I forgot everything. Lastly, thing that I really like is the decision making and how you can, like, the traits that you have, the personality you get to choose, the dialogue choices, all of it, especially like the persuasion. I did that at the very beginning. I basically stopped. I stopped, left the game for a while, came back and forgot that the way that I had my computer running, it was going to make it crash. It did. And it wasn't, I will not blame that on Starfield. Blame that on me and my irresponsibility. So Starfield crashes. And I went back and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the non-combat option and see if I can persuade them to not fight me. And it was really cool how it worked. Like, the dialogue was very interesting, and the voice acting is good too. Can't take that away from. Voice acting is actually really good. Once again, still better done in Baldur's Gate, but very good. The bad, both me and Claude can attest to well, did you have any more good to add before I get into the bad?
I haven't had a chance to play it too much because every time I pop it open, I just want to go play Baldur's Gate, which is going to sound like hater speech, but it's true. I will say, though, the only thing bad so far, and I haven't experienced it yet. People keep telling me there are performance issues, and I do believe them because I've seen proof. But I haven't run into that myself yet, and I've got like a 3070, which is. It's not the newest and greatest, but it's still pretty damn good. So, not everyone has that.
It's the upper tier of the older model. So,
yeah,
it makes sense. Right. I will say that this is when I get into the bad. And this is actually the point that he made is exactly what I was going to say. This is a very poorly optimized game. It is. So I also have this is a very small rant. I promise I won't stick to it too long. But I've already talked to Claude about this because I spend time on the social medias with idiots, with definite idiots.
Social medias.
Yeah. So there's been reports from Tech Radar, IGN, multiple sources. This game has a hard time running at 1080p on low on an RTX 360. Now, if anyone needs to know what that means to them, I mean, 3060, not 360. Jesus Christ, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, I assume they knew. Yeah.
I don't want to. Piece of crap. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to. Make any assumptions for anything because I know a lot of people that may be watching us have consoles. So, the RTX 3060 launched 25th of February 2021.
Ooh.
Now I want to say, I want to put this in complete context. The PS5 came out in November of 2020. Full context. I want everybody to put all of this stuff in full context. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you even a little bit more context before I say anything else. The Xbox Series X came out November 10th, 2020. Now, is the game locked to 30 FPS on Xbox Series S? Yes. But is it running at what you would consider low for a PC? Absolutely not. It's running on high to medium settings. It's a mix. But it's stuck at 30 frames per second. So remember when I was talking about the 120 hertz smoothness? It doesn't have that. But it runs the way it runs the way that most of you play video games on average. End of that discussion. This game is struggling to run at 1080p on low on PC on a video graphics card that came out in 2021 after the Series X and PS5. People are saying, oh, you're running something on a 2.5-year-old graphics card. Maybe that's why the game doesn't work. It's built for a console that came out in 2020. It's a year older. Even if you want to be technical and be like, oh, it's only like 3 to 4 months older. It's built for the same thing. Also, the 3060 has like over 20% of market share. So you're also building this for a graphics card that most people own. And it can't even run on low settings. We're not asking for it to run on ultra because that means that the graphics that we're talking about are so great would actually have to be dulled down. So if you have to run it on high or medium, that's completely understandable. But it can't keep a steady frame rate on low. Which means when you strip away how pretty this game looks and make it look less like the Xbox Series X, or make it look less like the PS5 and make it look more like the PS4 Pro. Or honestly, the PS4, if you really put everything on low.
The thing is, those graphics cards, y'all, they sold at, I just looked it up, 3070 sold at $500 at launch, $700 for the 3080 at launch.
Mm-hmm.
These are not cheap cards. Like, I understand things progress, but like, bruh, that's not cheap.
And even when things progress, the thing is, what they have made this for is running at the equivalent power of the current consoles. So why is it not optimized when a great part of the market share belongs to this one RTX 3060? It has the same amount of power and capacity, pretty much as any PS5 and any Xbox Series X that you're running on performance mode, and it's not even able to play at low. So that is the biggest gaffe at this game. That is the absolute worst thing. Even the people that are complaining about bugs, there's the Bethesda jank. So you get your little, like your person walking into frame of you talking to another NPC or stuff like that. And there's a small part of it that's charm, but now there's a bigger part that's growing that it's like, this is just annoying because this is part of what we're stuck with Bethesda. Like, they're going to have this happen. So this game wasn't meant to be a world beater at the very beginning. Most people were expecting a 9 out of 10 game, and then it got overhyped, but we already know AAA titles get all the hype. But that's that's a good majority of the bad being about 10 to 12 hours in. It's just that the optimization is just so bad, and it could be so much better. And if it were better, the entire gaming experience would be better. What made me really harp on this, though, is the fact that the CEO of Bethesda, I forget his name, Tom Howard, whoever he is.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
The fact that man said, well, maybe people should just upgrade their systems. I was like, just imagine somebody buying a PS5. Game comes out at PS5 and it doesn't run well. And you say, oh yeah, maybe you should get the PS5 Pro as soon as it comes out and it'll run better. Build it for what exists. Or like if it's made for the PS4 and you're like, oh, well, you actually need a PS4 Pro. No, you built it for the PS4. Build it for what exists, optimize it for what exists, and if I want to upgrade it, then I will. That's the reason why. That's the reason why people make different versions of games. Like people still play Xbox One, PS4. You're not going to stop you if you either don't want to make the game for those consoles. You don't make them, but you don't put them on there and say, "Well, we really didn't want to put them on there, but we put them on there." But you should definitely upgrade because the games in that state suck. That's what happened with Cyberpunk, and a lot of people returned the game.
Yeah, nah, it's kind of a carbon copy of that situation.
It really is.
And yeah, but like that's probably the number one issue.
It's definitely number one. I will say in Starfield's defense, it isn't broken. On PS4 and the Xbox One, the majority of people that played it, and not a large majority, not like 80%, but closer to like 53, 54%. And in points of Cyberpunk, the game was completely broken. Like unplayable broken. This game is just frustrating because it's like I don't get to enjoy it the way that it's supposed to be enjoyed. But
are you referring to the older consoles?
Yeah, for the older consoles.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
they got screwed on that. Well, I got screwed on it. Hell, I was a personal person. I was personally a part of that.
Oh yeah, no, I meant for Starfield.
Oh yeah, definitely for Starfield. But yeah, the ugly for Starfield is the jank. That's about it. The jank and also space combat with a controller is not fun. It's much better with mouse and keyboard. And then also if you want to play stealth, it's easily ruined by AI when you're, in off the ship and in person. And when you're on the ship, it ruins the actual travel aesthetic because it makes things so much slower. So stealth, I feel like could be retooled. Of course, optimization is the number one thing. I think the gunfighting and the even the hand-to-hand combat is pretty fun. The UI for organizing the weapons and stuff is meh. It's kind of the ugly. They don't really teach you an intuitive way to do it, but they allow it to happen. And then Landon joined us. We're doing video games review, bro. So we'll, if you play one of the games, just chime in. But if not, you get to hear it too. Okay. But that's like the good, bad, and ugly of Starfield. Overall, is it a game we're playing? Yikes. Absolutely. Does it have some jank and it has some downsides? Hell yeah. It's not game of the year. It's just not. And I feel like that's a big recency bias too. Is that this game just came out, so people keep saying that. It wasn't game of the year. It wasn't going to be game of the year if Baldur's Gate didn't come out.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. And now, speaking of game of the year, what were the games, some of the good games of the year for you besides, because everyone's heard about these AAA games.
Man, let me tell you. My game of the year, my game of probably the past 4 to 5 years, and that's not even being hyperbolic. It's Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi, and the crazy thing is, Bethesda released that too.
That is true.
Bethesda released Hi-Fi Rush in January.
Wasn't you sponsored by them?
Bro, I wish I was. I know I have dick rode this game, but it is an excellent game. It is everything I could ever ask for in one video game for me to play. It's linear. I don't really care for open world games because a lot of times they end up feeling empty, which is another small strike at the other game they released, Starfield, because there are parts where you feel like things aren't necessary. In Hi-Fi Rush, since it's linear, every part of the game is necessary. But you're also encouraged to explore the areas that you're in because you can get upgrades for your character. You can get gear for your character. Also, this was the combat. It's not just hack and slash. It feels like it in points, but it's not. It's also a rhythm-based game. So your combos and your attacks are based on being on the downbeat or being on the upbeat, depending on if you're doing heavy attacks. And it's so well implemented But also it teaches you that like even if you think you have good rhythm, you probably don't. I use the me and Claude and Chill all at one point. Chill is Landon have made music, and we know how to be on beat. We've gone to Baptist churches before. I still need the the rhythm assistant like at the bottom of the screen in order to make sure that I'm on beat. But the good thing about it is like it doesn't take away from the challenge of the rest of the game. Because I played the game on hard, I beat the game on hard. It was excellent. I got my butt kicked quite a few times. But everything about the game, once again, intent. Has intent. They tell you at the very beginning of the game, the story is not the most complex in the world, but it is very good. It kind of puts you in the mind of playing, I would say closer to like a Fable or Super Mario story combined. Like they don't have to be, they have their twists and turns, but it doesn't have to be this, this video game that's reaching for an Oscar. You play as Chai. Chai goes in to be part of a medical experiment where he gets a prosthetic in order to replace his arm. They don't really tell you what happened to his arm. You just know it's in a sling, and homeboy wants to be a rock star, but his arm is effed up. He gets the robot prosthetic, but his MP3 player is also, it fell into that machine. What happens is his heart pretty much gets replaced with the MP3 player. He still gets the arm, but he's seen as a defective because the entire process did not go the way it should have. Also, all these people that are like low income and poor are coming in for these prosthetics are getting assigned jobs. He was supposed to be a trash, like a trash pickup person. And instead of going through with that, since he's seen as a defective, the whole company is just trying to get rid of him because they can't have any defects. And he ends up fighting his way out, getting help from someone that wants to take down the entire company. And that's where their adventure begins. And every part of it just makes me happy. The color palette, the way that the graphics are designed, and the game is optimized. I ran the game on ultra settings like the whole way.
I will say, no, for people who don't have a good mental image in your head as far as the way it looks, if you're not really YouTubing it right now, imagine like Borderlands graphics with the gameplay that LQ is essentially saying. Kind of that style.
Or honestly, put it. Here's an even better description: Season 5 JoJo's Bizarre Adventure mixed with Borderlands. The art styles put together, like it looks like if you were to play this game, if you were to spectate this game and just looked at the story, it looks like a comic book or anime just coming to life.
Sure, yeah, big facts.
Yeah, and just watching you stream it, you definitely giving a good explanation of it.
Appreciate it, thank you. But I have literally I don't think I have any complaints about this game. It didn't overstay its welcome. It's I think it's about 15 to 16 hours. It doesn't overstay its welcome to a point where you don't want to play it anymore. The boss battles are unique and they're very cool. The voice acting is amazing. It's funny, but also it has like a couple plot twists in there that are very interesting. And once again, it's actually really funny. Like there's a couple moments where I genuinely laughed and I was like, dang, I kind of hope I get to play that cutscene again because that was hilarious. But everybody is likable, and I know a lot of people are like, I get so tired of the male white protagonist, but the whole ensemble. There's Peppermint, who I'm like almost sure is mixed. Wait, who was it? Chai, Peppermint. There's what is his name? He's like the strongest guy in the game. I can't remember his name. Macaron.
You know what I do.
Macaron is huge black dude, and also like helps you out with new gear and stuff like that. Peppermint helps you get the new combos. You got a robot who ends up like having a major moment in the story, and the boss, like I said, the boss battles are great, but also the motives of the bosses don't seem out of line because it's just you versus the corporation. You're literally part of the machine fighting the machine. And to me, that made for a perfect game. So good that the game is on Xbox Game Pass. Got to play it for free. I bought all the DLC. I bought every part of the DLC possible. I don't even know if it gave me a new game. I know I got a lot of gear.
This man bought the soundtrack.
Yeah, I did.
Probably
I
has
really did.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
The soundtrack is great.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but that is. Oh, absolutely.
Okay, okay.
That is the soundtrack. Oh, wow. I underplayed that really hard. The soundtrack is one of the best overall. If you like rock music at all, it is an amazing soundtrack. Red Hot Chili Peppers is in there. I believe Rage Against the Machine has a song on there. And even for I had to play it in streamer mode, so I couldn't let the licensed music play. The original composed music for Hi-Fi Rush is also really, really good. I think they might be on. Is it on Spotify? I don't think it is. Dang it! Oh wait, no! It is. It is on Spotify. It's Suchi Kabori. That's the name. Yeah, Glass Pyramids, REO, Masatoshi Yanagi, like all of them. Great job.
Fun fact: if you have premium, there's a public playlist published by Bethesda Softworks too for it.
That's dope.
So yeah, but yeah, the people you mentioned are like pretty much actually that guy. I'm not gonna try and pronounce it. Kabar, yeah, that motherfucker.
Oh, Suchi Kabari?
Yeah,
close enough.
That dude's good.
Yeah,
he got some bangers on there. They got they have like 66 songs on the soundtrack.
About to say, yeah, there's 73 on this playlist, and some of them just like they're. I see a couple from I see like the Black Keys on here, 9 Inch Nails, as the other people who are not Kabari and Co. I'm not pronouncing these other names. It's really cool. Also interesting because this game is not like a Japanese centric game, but they have a very that's kind of crazy. It's a little different.
Yeah, and that it's just so fun. Like it's definitely
the Japanese every time beating our ass in rock and roll. Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
After the last concert I went to, hell yeah, they are. But yeah, this game came out January 25th, and it's been my game of the year ever since that moment. I've had some get close, but this is my number one. I don't think anything touches it. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is probably my number 3, only because of I've been playing Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars just, man, you like watching me play it, but I love playing the game.
Pretty good game. Definitely a fan.
Really good game. But yeah, that's what got me really into a turn-based fighting, like turn-based combat. I actually play that game. I usually have like a game that I will passively play. So like I'll play it for like 45 minutes, then turn it off just so I can wind down. It used to be Madden, but Madden sucks now. And then it used to be WWE 2K23. And I still play that because once again, I'm a whore for character creation. And my character looks like me. So when I started playing Sea of Stars, it was strictly the stream.
Y'all. I'm going to tell everyone right now, don't worry. As someone who doesn't care nearly as much, the games are still good.
Oh yeah, that character creation aside, there's still solid games to play. But Sea of Stars does not have that. It's turn based. It does not have the character creation I want. It's 16-bit / 32-bit graphics, which I'm a fan of, by the way. But everything else about the game screamed, "You're not gonna like this game that much." And I played the demo, and I was like, "Oh, I'll play the full game when it comes out. This game looks cool." And I found out that the company that made the game called The Messenger, The Messenger is also a game based on games I don't freaking like. And I was like, but I love this game. I don't like Metroidvanias. I'm pretty picky about the games I play. But I love platformers. Hate Metroidvanias. Don't make me backtrack. We only move forward around here. I'm just like Super Mario. We move right or left, not both.
Metroidvania or Castlevania?
You're damn right.
Technically, this would be considered a Metroidvania.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because you may revisit. I think the difference is like revisiting spots in Castlevania leads to newer enemies and like newer objectives to for where Metroidvanias, when you go back, you usually get items and upgrades to move forward in order to fight new bosses and new enemies. So like different
Damn,
things don't happen
that's
in
crazy, bro. You actually knew the difference.
it's minor because somebody told me before and I was just like, bro, I don't fucking know, but I think it is a small difference, and especially now, like Metroid is trying to set itself apart. So yeah, but yeah, The Messenger was another game that took me by surprise when it was on Xbox Game Pass, and I was like, you know what, I'll play it. And then I found out not only were the companies the same. Bro, the Sea of Stars is supposed to be a precursor to the Messenger, so they're in the same universe. So now I gotta beat the game.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I definitely want to play it. But yeah, Hi-Fi Rush for me, 10 out of 10 game. It's pure perfection. It's made it on my top 10 list of video games of all time. I think it's like number 8 or number 9, but it's
high praise right there.
It's very high praise. I love the game. I genuinely like if I were to write them a letter just to tell them how much I love the game, like I would literally take the time to do it. But
still can.
I'm not going to. Like, unless I knew they were going to read it or they would sponsor me, I'm not going to do it. But
that's fair.
Sea of Stars gets the same score as Baldur's Gate, 9.5 out of 10. Measuring them off of what they are, not the same. It's not a universal scale. I'm measuring them based off of what they are and if they execute what they want to be well. I think Hi-Fi Rush is a beautifully executed game to be a rhythm-based action RPG. It is perfect. Action adventure. A little less RPG. Baldur's Gate is the perfect RPG. Not even going to argue with it. You can say whatever the hell you want about the game. Baldur's Gate 3 is the perfect RPG. Sea of Stars is basically one of the best turn-based JRPGs I've ever played in my life. The story is probably the only reason why it gets 0.5 knocked off, because honestly, at first, I didn't care. I'm now that I'm like maybe 12 hours in, now I'm getting more sucked into the story, and I care. But Baldur's Gate made me care immediately. Hi-Fi Rush made me care immediately. I'll go over like my top 10 for the year later, but I played enough games in order to make a top 10 for the year.
All right. Yeah, no, I definitely am excited to hear that in the future. But no, we've gone over video games for a while. Want to see how y'all feel about, well, I don't know, anime or music?
Ooh, anime. We haven't talked anime in a bit.
Anime for sure. It is shonen rap.
Speak easy. Speak about whatever we want around here. Easily.
Exactly.
All right.
So let's speak about shonen.
Or get fucked up and drink on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
But has it? What is the? You know what? I'm gonna start negative.
Damn, bro.
I love having.
We've been having a lot of love in this.
Of course.
This chat. Let's go negative.
Let's go negative. Who is the worst anime character? Or, you know what? I take it back. Not even go worst. Who is the most overrated anime character?
Overrated?
Overrated.
In what way, bro? Entertainment or like likability? Or
both. All of the above. However you see fit.
That's crazy. Overrated, bro?
My take is going to make some people mad.
All right, let's start with your take while I think about
Don't tell me you're about to say Goku or something.
No, I don't. I think Goku is in the mix somewhere, but I don't think Goku is.
All right, who was your most? Oh, you're talking all anime, most overrated. Let's hear it.
Rock Lee from Naruto.
Rock Lee?
Ouch! What?
Rock Lee gets way more love and praise than his actual abilities have led him to gain.
Man, there's a hating ass nigga. What?
No, Rock Lee's cool as hell.
Yeah, you hating nigga.
How many fights has Rock Lee won?
It don't matter,
That's
bro.
not
Yes,
the
it
point.
does.
You know
Yes,
why
it
it
is.
don't matter,
So-
nigga?
Hey, that's
'Cause-
not the point.
Hey,
We still love
everybody-
Vegeta, and he lost all the time. So
He's also won more fights than Rock Lee, which is still my point.
hey, you know what though, man? Your metric is fights. That's what you're basing this off of? Fights?
You wanna know what? I said all encompassing.
Man, that nigga Rock Lee is us, nigga. He get his ass whooped on the daily. He's just a normal dude. My nigga just doing push-ups.
Krillin
Yeah,
is a normal dude, and he won more fights.
Man, no one likes Krillin though. Krillin got that annoying ass voice. No one wants to be Krillin, bro. Come on, let's keep it a bud.
oh no,
keep it a bud.
Krillin won in the end.
Yeah,
Hey,
Krillin won big time. Krillin also actually
by getting with a
beat
robot,
Goku in training.
we
He's
Not
also like
fully
the
robot.
and also the second richest person in the Dragon Ball Z universe. But yeah,
oh, bro.
he hit
If
big.
Goku wanted money in that world, bro, come on, bro. Let's keep it a buck, bro. He holding the planet hostage if you want to get some money, bro. You gonna pay this man.
He's done that multiple
And that's
times.
fair,
They ended
too.
up getting everybody killed. So I don't think him holding.
Hey, well, maybe they
people
should have paid up then.
hostage- What is he gonna use it on? Oh, training gear. Whoop-de-doo.
Hey,
that nigga Boo said, "I don't give a damn how much money. I'm blowing up this whole thing."
Bro, that was epic. That was epic.
Oh, I'm not letting you get this. I'm gonna just tell you why you're wrong. I just want to say why you're wrong. I just want to get over this real quick. Rock Lee is the nigga in Naruto that just does push-ups, and he's like the most relatable guy though. Like Naruto's out here making clones of himself. Sakura's got some freaky weird ass teachers. Rock Lee's teacher is just some fitness instructor, bro. That nigga just does Pilates.
Who
Of course
deserves,
he getting his ass
who
beat.
deserves just as much love, if not more, than Rock Lee?
What, in the Naruto universe or in the whole what?
No, just in
Oh,
the
yeah.
Naruto universe.
What? Everyone else gets a lot of love, so no one else I think deserves more, bro.
I think my guy deserves way more love, but I think Kakashi
Who?
probably has the most love. My guy, his trainer, Mike.
My guy has so much love. Man was out here sacrificing. My man
Yes,
does
I said
Pilates.
he said he deserves just as much as Rock Lee. He doesn't get as much as Rock Lee.
Oh man, talking about like a difference between 9 ounces and 10 ounces of water.
All right, I'll be real. The reason, and another major reason why I do think Rock Lee is overrated, is that if you ask people about not the strongest, but the best characters in the show, like people speak of Rock Lee like he did something significant in the show. And it's like, it's great he beat Gaara. What else did he do?
Hey, bro, that man's sticking up for everyone like us, right? That's that. I'm rolling with Rock Lee. I'm rolling with this.
And it's the thing. It's not bad to like him. Not me saying overrated doesn't equal bad.
Oh,
Me
I know.
saying is like giving Rock Lee A+ when he's a C character is not what you're supposed to be doing. You can love him, but acknowledge him where he's at, not what you make believe he is. I've even seen memes about
nigga,
comparing
no
Rock Lee to. I've even seen that's literally overrated and underrated are actual metrics.
Nah, nigga, there ain't no metrics when it comes to Rock Lee. There ain't no metrics.
You know what the
my
metric
boy.
actually is? Being less than everyone else that's casted in the show.
Hey, nah, that's my boy.
Because people be like, he's more useful than Sakura. No, he's not.
Nah, he's straight tripping.
Somebody told, I literally was in a Reddit chat, and I was like, I just want to see about these characters before I watch the show. And when somebody was like, Rock Lee serves more purpose than Sakura, I was like, wow, everybody hates Sakura. She must be garbage. I started watching the show. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The crazy thing is when sweaty nerds be getting real pissed at Sakura because they're like, man, Sakura just be chasing around Sasuke. He don't even fuck with her like that.
Yeah, that is sad.
And it's just like, it's be them same nerds that be thirsting for girls too. And I'm like, y'all niggas the same. Y'all should love this bitch. She goes through the same struggles as y'all.
Y'all got the same lives. The thing that sucks is she's more useful than you.
Your ass here on fucking TikTok lives with these NPCs throwing out glizzies and shit. Sakura over here saving the world.
At least she can heal somebody that's broken. Y'all trying to break people that need healing. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Soccer gets on live, she gonna get some people happy. You get on live, everyone's just gonna be like, yeah.
For sure. But yeah, that's my most overrated.
She just a hoe that didn't know when to give up.
Man,
thirsting hoe.
Cause she could fix him literally.
Damn, when that situation actually applied.
Right?
He said, "Bitch, I don't give a fuck what you can do."
No, for real though. Which also, that's like one of my least favorite characters in the anime. I haven't finished it yet, by the way, but I've made it far enough to not like that motherfucker.
You don't like the edgelord, bro? You don't like that nigga that sit in the corner of the club with the low voice? Like, hey, bitch, I don't fuck with you.
Yeah, I can't. That's so annoying. It's so annoying. But yeah, maybe y'all got somebody to choose that people will side with more. I know people aren't gonna like my choice, but I'm right. God damn it!
Fuck your metrics, nigga. Oh man, I can't even think about it. You got me over here in a fucking sweat about Rock Lee. What the hell am I gonna say? What the hell am I gonna say? Most overrated?
Yeah. Goku is a good choice though.
Yeah, like there's the easy one. Like Shonen is easy to me because I could be like, oh, so and so, because they kind of suck for real. Like I thought you were gonna say Natsu from Fairy Tail because that nigga been using the same move since episode 1. But like, that's 100% who I thought you were gonna choose. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that's because that comes more of I just hate it.
Okay, you recognize your hater in there.
Yeah, now I know the difference. I definitely know the difference. His show sucks. He's okay. The show just sucks. His powers actually match up. What he's supposed to be capable of, he's fully capable of. But the show sucks. Mm-hmm. That's the most. If I went most overrated anime, it's Fairy Tail 100%. But since it's just the character,
without question.
See, exactly. Picking the whole anime, easy. As far as the character, nah, he's actually pretty freaking strong.
Yeah. No, his character. You know what? His character is exactly how it should be. So you're right on that one. You're right, man. Damn, now you did draw this line between hater and non-hater, bro. I'm gonna just say it, bro. Like all these little like. I don't have anything off the top of my head right now. I kind of want to say people who like Claude, the whole show overrated. Tired of watching shit just be sad for no reason. But it's really hard for me to pick a... Bro, it's like reality TV, bro. Like, we know you just doing it for the reactions. Or the producer has a huge role in it. Come on, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I feel about Claude. Yeah, I ain't got a character, bro. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I ain't got no character.
You wanna know what's funny though? I just looked at I just looked on SK Anime's website, and they definitely have Natsu at number 1, but they also have Saitama at number 2, which just makes me laugh. So it's just like, all right, this list is already falling apart.
Okay, perfect. I can just make fun of someone else's opinion again because that's kind of why is he overrated, bro? I don't understand. He is a satire. It's just only
because I'm about to say, I think it's because people literally don't take it for what it is. It's fucking satire. Like he's literally OP for a reason. I mean, if you take the acronym One Punch OP, I mean, it's pretty simple. Yeah. So like when it comes to being overrated or whatever, like he doesn't fit that category because he shouldn't be a part of this category. That other gag character, I forgot her name. It's like a little girl.
I got some. You're right. I'm gonna cut in by the sake. I got my choice. All choice.
Right. Who you got?
I've only seen one episode of this anime, so for all y'all out there who are gonna hate me for saying this is my reason when I've only seen one episode, I don't really give a shit. My choice is the main character from Chainsaw Man because that motherfucker is kind of lame.
I'm not even gonna. They made me stop watching the show. Like his motivation.
I never even watched it.
I don't care.
Hey, bro. The man's motivation is to touch a titty. At first, I was like, you know what? At first, I was like, all right, this is funny. But then, like, as a serious show with that as his serious goal, and I was like, and people thought this shit was amazing. And I was like, yo,
What type of
hell
incel shit is that?
no. Hell no,
All right, so do y'all want the SK list or do you want rankers list? I'm gonna just go.
I gotta hear Landon answer first.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say after Landon's answer, then I can go for either one.
And send me the list. Send me the list.
Yeah, because there's some crazy lists out there. Trying to think, because I could do a One Piece person, but that might piss some people off.
Dog, do it. Come on, come out and say Luffy overrated. Come out and say it.
I mean, I don't want to because that's my guy, but
I mean, if you do it, I ain't gonna respect it. But like, you can do it.
Well, I mean, the only reason I'm saying it is only because, like, I was looking at arguments and stuff like that on Twitter, and like they were just saying some really, really ignorant stuff. They were like, "Oh, Luffy's punch, was it Bograng gun or whatever against Kaido?" And they were like, "Oh, well, that one punch can take out the whole Naruto universe and stuff." I'm like, you just gotta chill out. You just gotta shut the fuck up. Like, I appreciate Naruto for what it is, One Piece for what it is, and Bleach. But like when it comes to the big three, I feel like Luffy's close to being like the weakest one. When it comes to the main character. Now, this is me saying this as Luffy as my favorite all time, MC and stuff like that. But I can at least acknowledge that when it comes to rating his power and stuff, I think people are trying to elevate it higher than what it really is. Because if you put it in certain aspects, like going against like gods and stuff like that in Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that, or Dragon Ball Super, I don't think that it holds up as good as people think it could. Or let alone Naruto and stuff like that. They talking about, one punch can take out, all the ninjas and stuff like that and leave village. And I'm just like, okay, let's just chill out, man.
I'm not gonna chill out. I agree.
I'm gonna just say it, bro. Wow, I agree with the fact that people who think, because Luffy is, a rubber man, and he's not One Punch Man, who is by definition invincible. Like, all right, he ain't all this, all that. I'm gonna just say every one of them niggas is corny, bruh. I hate power rankings, bro.
I really do.
If I'm watching a show, what was the show with the little street kids running around, bruh, on motorcycles and shit?
Because everybody try to base it off of, he does this, he neg diffs this, and then, and I'm like, man, just enjoy the fucking show. Damn.
I remember
saying great teacher Onizoku is bad because he can't beat up Naruto. Like, bitch, he's a teacher on a motorcycle.
Come on, man. Let's be fucking serious, man.
I remember there was like a power ranking argument, and someone was like, there was a crossover with Luffy Toriko and was it Luffy Toriko and Goku, or was it Luffy Naruto and Goku? Either one. And they were like, Goku
Luffy
and
Toriko and Goku.
Okay, there we go. And they were like, yeah, and Luffy beat Goku. And then somebody was like, are you using a crossover as your evidence? And I was like, nigga, yeah, he should. You're not going to scale his power in a universe that's totally different. You're going to use when they actually fought each other. Yeah, nigga, that makes sense. Like, it just sounds about right. But that's what makes the power scaling even dumber. It's like people won't actually take into account that these are totally different universes. And also, Luffy's human. Like, anybody that's thinking he's ruining universes, he's human. Just let it go.
He can.
My boy loses to H2O, bro. Get a little bathtub.
Exactly. Like,
trust me, Goku will annihilate that nigga. As much as many arguments I've seen between him and Goku just Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan God or something like that is good enough. You don't even have to go Ultra Instinct. I'm telling you, like that, and that's why Oda always credits Dragon Ball for serving as inspiration to making the series. So why the hell would you think he can beat something that inspired him to make the series? Come on, like nah, bro, no, just stop.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But yeah.
And like I said, I love One Piece. I love Luffy, but come on, man.
As long as
we gotta be realistic.
Exactly. As long as we can enjoy all this content and also bow down to Saitama as the most ultimate warrior of all of them, then we're all good. There's no reason to even argue.
Now, as long as we can all agree that Elky was wrong and that Rock Lee is my nigga, we can move on happily, actually.
I second that.
We can just let the world spin.
Saitama could sneeze on him and kill him. But anyway.
Here go that Gordy ass power scale, nigga.
Here we go with the power scaling. God damn it, man.
It's not really a scale when someone has none. Someone that has any.
Hey. Hard work. That man is an embodiment of hard work. I don't care what you say.
That man is an embodiment of all the false things that America has told you. Batman is the true outcome of what Rock Lee is trying to do.
Hey,
bro.
You can train all you want. You got some steroids and money? No, you don't. Oh, you come to broke the rest of your fucking life.
We don't need any Batman slander here, okay?
Bro, man, talking about so and so can sneeze on him, bro. We could take some random ass wizard from fucking Fairy Tale who knows how to
now you're fucking it. Now you fucking up. Batman, my
bro, the average ninja in Fire Elite Village could fuck us up, bro. Don't be that, my boy.
Honestly, as long as Fairy Tale is a bad anime, I don't care.
No, I still like Fairy Tale though.
I don't fuck with Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale is easily.
I haven't even finished it, so yeah.
Fairy Tale is easily in the bottom 3 animes I've watched so far in my life.
What was it? I felt like it was just like an anime that like. If you just had time to kill, man. I mean, when I was like less busy and I didn't have as many responsibilities, so great. I just got to watch some cool fight animations, and the story progressed exactly how you thought it would. And there was no real surprises, but it just looked alright.
There were no surprises, bro. There's no real surprises. There's no surprises.
Hey, bro, it's just you just got to see it go how it go.
Elky said, basically, there's no reason to watch it.
There really isn't.
Oh, come on. It's like Dragon Ball Z. We know who's going to win.
Don't play that. At least Goku died. Coming from a person that's very critical of Dragon Ball Z,
let's chill out.
At least Goku died and surprises him.
Man, he comes back the first time. Come on, we all know he's going to come back.
Hey, he be taking some long breaks. I'm not going to lie.
That nigga absentee father. It's all good.
Absolutely. I'm with that too. Don't worry. I'm down for Goku slander. I'm just saying that slander should not outweigh the slander that Fairy Tale gets.
Nah, it's the same though, bro.
Ew.
There's no need for Goku slander.
I'm okay with it. Goku slander don't really bother me now.
Yeah, y'all be all right. I saw a TikTok about how Goku be gaslighting people. And you ever see like the alien shows up? Like, I'm gonna destroy your planet from outer space, and Goku's like, "Are you a bitch? You can't actually come down here and fight me. I want to throw hands." He's like, "Why would I fight you?" It's like, "You can't really box them, my guy." And they always get pissed and they come down and get their ass whooped. I'm like, "Damn, he really just be gaslight enemies and saying they ain't good enough."
He really do. The only person that he didn't gaslight correctly was Kid Buu. Kid Buu was like, he was like, "Yeah, just let me train for a while, and then we'll be ready to fight." He was like, "I'm gonna burn up every fucking planet until your ass come outside."
Yeah, he was nothing about no negotiating, no nothing, just fucking scrap, nigga.
That's it.
The very first boss, I said boss, besides Vegeta, who gets his ass actually whooped on turn 1, Frieza. I like how they show that little intro of him blowing up planets and this nigga gets his ass whooped on the planet by somebody who can't breathe in outer space. Like, that's really how I go.
That's it.
Like, you could have just flew away, bro, but you just had to throw hands.
That's that ego.
Wow, look at that. Maybe Dragon Ball Z is about a deep, deep theme set into ego and the fall of man. Greek poetry levels of writing. Or it's just a nigga trying to throw hands. But
just a nigga threat, basically a nigga who has an insatiable appetite to fight and put the planet in danger multiple times.
Honestly, what a great role model.
We'll teach you how to get it on your own.
Teach a nigga how to squabble.
Oh man. Oh shit. All right. I also forgot before we went on this overrated anime characters. I wanted to actually talk about. I forgot my original thing was. I just wanted to plug. I would like everyone, if they're watching a current anime right now, say what is your only one. What is your? It doesn't have to be even the best you're watching. It could be something stupid that you're just like, I think somebody should watch this. What is your number one recommendation to watch right now? That is ongoing.
Ooh, that is ongoing.
Or like came out maybe last season, you know,
Oh,
something
okay.
recent, something super recent.
Mine is easy. The Ranking of Kings. It is recent, but the season is already done. Supposedly having a second season pretty soon. I recommend The Ranking of Kings over just about everything.
What a wholesome ass answer. I should have known.
He means wholesome as in good. He also watched it. He means good.
It is good. It is good. It's good. It's a good story.
I mean, obviously mine is One Piece, but another one is Jujutsu Kaisen. That's also popping off right now.
And I'm actually currently watching that. I'm behind, but it's good.
I'm glad you said that, because I'm about to dog you for listening to anime that's been out for like 30 years.
I mean, hey, they giving peak after peak every week, man. I'm just saying.
That's true. When they ain't saying at each other for 5 minutes, that should be fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Like this last episode that dropped Saturday, yeah, I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, man. Like the time that they actually made it to the sky and met God, like that was excellent. That was only a few weeks ago, right? That's where I am.
Yeah,
that was like hundreds of episodes behind.
That is 1,000 episodes behind almost.
Yeah, I'm almost 1,000 episodes behind. No. I'm doing better than that. I'm 100. I'm at episode 1. Oh wait, there's 10. Was it? It said 1,076.
Yeah, 1,075 right now.
No, 1,075. Woo! I'm on episode 168. Hold on, let me. I gotta check Netflix. Hey man, sometimes it's I get the bond with my child. Okay, he'll be in like elementary school by the time I catch up, which means he can.
You got to start all over.
He can start all over. I'm on I was right. I'm on episode 164. All right, I'm proud of myself for even remembering how close I was.
All right, but, only 911 episodes. 911.
Hey, hats off to you. Hats off to you, making some serious progress.
Hey, I'm trying. I'm trying.
Yeah, no.
Shout out to
9/11. Damn. Wait, hold up. How we got there for One Piece?
Because of how many episodes I'm behind, and the date today is also 9/11.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, don't take it away from him. He did.
You're trying to make some kind of, drawing something between Japanese and airplanes and explosions. But all right, cool.
I can say some wild stuff, but I'll say that.
We passed that. That's right. No, okay, cool. Yeah, no, I've also watched Jujutsu Kaisen as well, though, to bring back that from One Piece, which one is great, but Jujutsu Kaisen is also a great season. Great movie, too.
My Hero Academia last season was pretty good, too.
I'm so behind on that.
I know it's about to come to a close, but I was very impressed with season 6. Yeah, I think they got like 1 or 2 seasons left, if that.
I need to actually probably watch that next thing.
But season 6 was very entertaining.
Damn, y'all got like some fun answers, bro. My answer kind of is fun, but like for all the wrong reasons.
Oh Lord.
I'm just saying. Nah. My answer is 100.
Oh yeah, I'm 100 good answer. But I figured that'd be yours, so I didn't want to say that either.
Oh. Well, I appreciate it. I don't know if I had another anime I would really recommend right now, but actually Jujutsu Kaisen would have been mine. But Zom 100 is my favorite one because I think it's hilarious that someone would truly. This is a show just about a guy who is in a zombie apocalypse, and the whole show is about how he'd rather be in a zombie apocalypse than go to work at a cubicle.
It's beautiful. It hits a chord with a lot of people.
I know it does. And you know what? That shit is the best thing ever. I mean, if anyone here actually has worked in the cubicle, that shit is soul crushing, bro. I can't imagine.
Thank God I don't anymore.
For reference, this guy, Japanese work culture is pretty bad. So I think they like before the whole thing breaks out, some of his coworkers say that they like pull 150-hour weeks.
Damn.
Or 150 hours of unpaid overtime. And I'm just like, bro, what? Or like they stay in the office and just sleep there and then wake up and get back to work. Which that shit's real.
Anytime I used to go over 40 hours, like if it was 40 hours and 2 minutes, I'm already pissed.
All right, you would hate to work in Japan.
Yeah, I'll tell a nigga off real quick.
Yeah, nah, I couldn't do it. I always wonder if it's really that bad. Like all the videos and stuff say it's that bad, but I've never like went there and done on the street interviews. Though those also say it's still just as bad, but man, it's just so unbelievable. And every day they just be releasing stuff like this. Like
I need to go there to tour, and also go to a massage parlor.
Deep tissue massage, nice.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh
man, make sure they get the extremities.
Yes.
Like your shoulders.
Been a lot of tension there.
Yes.
I'd recommend lunges.
Over or under the table, like it's kind of complicated.
Maybe downward dog. Maybe upward dog.
You know what kind of sucks? I was just looking at this video game. I really want to play this on Switch. It's called Mighty Bakaru. And it's not coming to the United States at all. That's messed up, man. It's like, I really want to play this. It's basically like playing Ratchet and Clank, but if the dude had drumsticks instead of guns.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I want to play this game so bad. And I don't think it's coming to the States at all.
Bro, you just remind I'm going to rehype on this. One, that sucks. Two, I have bought games from Japan, and you quickly just, I feel like I understand how people be feeling when they come to this country and they don't know English. That was me navigating that menu. Like, what the fuck are these characters? Like, it's not even a Latin-based language. I really can't tell what's happening.
I want to play this game so bad, bro. I am so mad that it's not coming out here.
Can you buy a Japanese Switch thing and plug it in a US or English Switch?
And that's what makes me concerned. I don't know if it's going to do that at all.
Because Nintendo be real fucking particular about their IPs.
I don't think. Yeah, I'm about to say I don't think you can. Because I remember when I got a Cambria Switch, we got it from the UK or whatever. But the only thing that was different was the plug, obviously. But other than that, everything else was the exact same as this one.
To anyone listening to this podcast, if you honestly want to Google this and figure it out, you can just leave a comment somewhere and we'll read it. Because I don't feel like Googling it.
Yeah, for real.
I really want to know, actually. So one of y'all can figure that out. That'd be great. I'm keeping it back because I don't feel like talking about it, but I would like to know. But either you want to talk about is Japanese. You mentioned drumsticks. Yeah, I want to know if this is how y'all truly feel. Do y'all think? So I met someone today. He's a producer here in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
He makes music and stuff. And we were talking about musicians and whatnot. And he says that when it comes to any instrument involving a rock and roll band, the Eastern countries are whooping our ass, and we ain't got shit for new artists who actually can play instruments, like a guitar, like anything like that.
Yeah, so, honestly, as long as Americans can make beats, I don't care. Like and also like it's very underrated. It's very underrated and like underspoken about how talented a lot of even just for someone like me that really loves rap. It's very understated how good people are in rap with other instruments. Even somebody like, and I know you can go ahead and laugh, Landon. Even somebody I don't care for, like Pimp C. Pimp C played 3 instruments.
Oh,
Everybody knows. Everybody knows Flavor Flav just for being like the ad lib guy in Public Enemy. He is a great pianist. And it's just that now that things are.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm about to be a hater.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It's just that like there's no. We got better producers for almost everything else. Like if you're making hip hop beats, if you're making R&B beats, like they emulate the things that we create. But as far as live instruments, yeah, they got it. I know they got it.
Like just came around and just agreed with me.
Yeah, like my thing is though is just like they make it matter way more than it does. Like I remember
Who is they? Who makes it matter more?
People in other countries. And or people that just love live instruments make it closer to the end all be all of making good music when it's not necessarily it. Like there was for the Grammys when Beyonce won Album of the Year over Beck, and they were like, Beck plays 40 instruments. Did he make better music though? I don't care how talented. I don't care how much you're capable of. How well did you utilize it?
That's a shitty argument. So I'll agree with that one.
Like I just don't think that matters that much. But if you make, if you're this talented and you're able to make better music or be more creative, that's when those instruments truly come into play. If I'm just a writer and I can't think of anything outside of the beats that's given to me, yeah, that makes me a worse artist. Because I can't create the sound that I want without it being given to me. But somebody got to keep producers with a job.
So hold on. We got a contradicting opinion here at the end. I'm confused. So you're saying it makes you a worse artist for not being able to envision and create the music that would go along with maybe say your song, like writing ability. It doesn't have to even be rap. Let's just say songwriting. So we can just include country, rock, every genre can have songwriting.
Yeah.
So would you say then that those people are less of an artist? Is that what you're saying at the end, or did I misinterpret that?
Slight misinterpretation. I'm saying that there's people that don't know how to play instruments, like even someone like Kanye West. You can make great music, or at least have the ideas to pursue how to make great music without knowing how to play the instruments. It's the utilization of those things that make you better or worse. If I know no instruments, but I know what I want the violin to sound like here, or what I want the piano to sound like here, you still have the ability to be a great artist. Mm-hmm. If I don't know those things and I don't have the knowledge to figure those things out, then I suck. Because
right. You can't even describe it then is what you're saying.
Exactly. Because it's just it's the reason why I look down on pop artists a lot. Because pop artists,
keep it a buck. Yeah, that's right.
Because a lot of parts of pop music is handed to the artist, and it's like, well, you don't engineer anything, which is fine. You don't need to. You don't mix. You don't master. You don't even you don't even create the melody sometimes, depending on the artist. And I'll take my shot early. It's a lot of K-pop, but if everything is manufactured, if everything is manufactured for you instead of the voice, you are not a more creative artist than anyone. But are you better at being the package deal, like the package face for what everybody else put together? Yeah, probably. But that doesn't make you really the artist. It just makes you the face.
I got to iterate on that before I even respond to the rest. There's a video that surfaced about 2 years ago of 3 amazing K-pop singers sing beautifully, but they weren't attractive, and they just, they failed out of this game show. That industry is complete shit. I like some K-pop, but honestly, the K-pop industry, my God, bro, get over the plastic surgery. Yeah. Jesus Christ. It's not even about music.
Mine is K-R&B. Korean R&B is the best. K-pop I can't stand, but Korean R&B, oh my God.
Hey, bro, come on, give me a sick bitch in K-pop who can sing. I'm with it.
Right.
I'm with it. Let's diversify. So I'm gonna be a hater on that whole argument because you named some hella exceptions, by the way, that whole time. My nigga, you listed Kanye West. I'm gonna say it right now. That's probably one of the top 3 producers of all time who cannot play an instrument. Exactly. As an addendum. That's a very important part because a lot of producers didn't play instruments and they fucking suck on average but super majority. 100%. You name shit like, and then people you did name who like rap, like Flavor Flav is old. Like this statistics are not statistics. Surveys on people with music literacy, like normal people used to know how to like read sheet music and know music like before the MIDI. It was invented like in the 1980s and 70s and 90s. But so there are some the older people. I get it, different time. I'm gonna be a hating ass old person then, I guess, bro. New producers suck on average. Niggas can't play instruments. I think the beats are like that. You all use the same MPC, same loop, and I think if you could just play one instrument, you're automatically better than most of them. That's elitist. That's elitist. That's elitist and pretentious as fuck, and I don't care, nigga. Y'all suck on average.
The thing is, I don't even agree with because I don't think a lot of people that can play one instrument are even that creative. They know how to play other people's stuff very well, but don't know how to make anything on their own.
If you know how to play an instrument, though, I feel like you automatically know better on how to. The thing is, I notice with a lot of beats, I'm talking about like we're not gonna talk about like the ones who are. We can even kind of include some of the people who make like beats for like a major artist, but like let's talk about like C-list musicians. So like maybe they have a small following on YouTube, or maybe they have a small Spotify play, like C-list. I will say, maybe it's because I like hip hop, though I listen to a lot of them. Like, man, y'all using the same shit over and over, and then like occasionally you'll see something like I get a lot of small time artists on TikTok. You'll see them like play a saxophone. Like saxophone is deep rooted in jazz, which is deep rooted in Black culture and hip hop. So some people do not play saxophone. So when those people play saxophone and they play their sax or overdub their lyrics, and they actually can rap and they can play multiple instruments, people say that should be fire. And that'd be some of the most inventive stuff because it's different, it's creative. Because it's really it's just a little bit more. And I feel like, I'm gonna keep being elitist and pretentious. I'm sticking with it, bro. If you can't play an instrument, bro, there's a 9 out of 10 chance I think you probably just make shitty beats. Oh God.
And I know how to play the 2-man drums, and I'm gonna make shitty beats.
No.
But I'm not proficient. Like, I'm about to say, but I'm not proficient at the instrument. I just know how to play.
I own a piano and I can say I play it, but come on now. The last time I touched it was like years ago. I mean, like truly proficient enough to the point where if you could actually get a gig at a club or a restaurant, that level of proficiency, which I'm gonna say is if you're proficient, it's not that hard. There's a lot of coffee shops. If you can do a coffee shop gig, to me, you're proficient enough.
You know what? Fair.
Or if someone's willing to pay you money on Fiverr, because that's also another revenue. And there's some crazy good. I mean, there's crazy good talented people on Fiverr or Upwork all the time. Music, art, all that. So if people can pay you, bro, and you charging like $50, because gigs for coffee shops don't really pay shit at all. It's probably around the same amount. You can say you're proficient.
You're right, though.
Yeah. So, well, you're right about that, but you disagree entirely with the rest. I'm gonna guess.
Probably.
Man, saying I'm right. He only half me that shit.
I mean, I'm not in total disagreement with you. I'll be totally honest. I'm not. I just think that the pretentious aspect kind of ruins the argument. with people that play instruments, the pretentiousness behind it. Because when me and you talk about music, I always say the biggest gateway to music ain't talent, it's money. And of course, when it comes to playing instruments, what's one of the biggest gateways to having good instruments?
Niggas with no jobs in the 70s could learn a goddamn saxophone. I don't want to hear shit.
And now there's an entire industry exploiting people, giving them no money, and they still need to know how to do that stuff.
That's true. And that's the point. Shit ain't changed, nigga. But now y'all don't know how to play shit?
No, now they can afford to know how to play shit. We don't even have fine arts programs in school no more. How you gonna get somebody interested in playing a goddamn guitar outside of sitting on a college field that they can't even afford to go inside of?
The attention spans are way too short to learn,
bro. I'm talking to all my fellow Black people. Come on, bro. When you grew up, you heard some actual good music. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be an old ass hater. You heard Marvin Gaye. You heard all the Donny Hathaway and all the people. You heard during Christmas and Thanksgiving at your family gatherings where you were forced to be with your family. Let's just say, keep it a bug. I don't care if you don't fuck with your family all year, they usually make you at least fuck with them for at least 1 or 2 days for the holidays.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I don't want to hear any reasons you didn't hear some good music with good instruments. And if you really heard all that shit and you said, man, I don't give a fuck about playing instruments, I mean, I don't know, man. Don't go into music.
You probably did hear it in there when they said, how much is to get this little drum set for band class? $500. Boy, you better go pick up something.
Hey, that's bullshit, bro. Go pick up a training pad. No.
Go make some makeshift drums in the back.
Exactly. Thank you, Landon. Thank you. We got white people making careers out of wearing a horse head mask and playing drums on a bucket in a shower. I don't want to hear shit.
Shit crazy.
And Bucket the drummer, you think I'm bullshitting? What?
They don't make good shooting guards, so shut up.
Or good wide receivers.
And they'll never play corner nil.
They came out with sports.
I mean,
or to be the best rappers.
To be totally honest, though, that's usually what, at least where I grew up, that's where the interest in music got turned away towards. Like, I was in band and I played football, and when I made it to high school, they literally told me choose one. And everyone in my family was like, so cool, so when you start football?
Damn.
Not a soul was like, so you still gonna stick with it? I mean, first of all, it's a tuba. I'm not getting much for it. I was gonna quit.
Okay, I was gonna quit
anyway. But even in middle school, like when I went for saxophone and drums, I was still getting pushed more towards just being in football by itself. Like, people were just like, well, you can play, like not theater band. No, I think it's like, was it orchestral band? Basically indoor band. But they were like, yeah, marching band, no. You come into football, and if they make you choose, you better quit and play football. Like, it's in less economically strong areas, that's where you were pushed towards. That's the only thing I meant to say about that.
I'm talking about the hood in New Orleans.
You should have just pulled a High School Musical, bro.
No. But you know what, though? That's the Texas game. Hold on, what the hell did Landon say? I didn't hear him.
It was funny.
I told him he should have pulled a High School Musical. Tell him, football, you love it, but you want to play the tuba more.
But my heart is in the music.
You ain't got no home to go back to. That shit would have been funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I'm gonna say this. Because this is a location thing. I will say in Texas, because Texas football is huge. Like, shit is life around here. Like, yeah, I don't know. The Texans suck ass, but a lot of professional football players come from the South. Like, straight up. And I will say, in my situation, when I saw people growing up around me in New Orleans, because this is also kind of an extreme, that's a city of a lot of music. So for me, it's hard for me to be like, oh, but in that situation, it didn't matter whether you were poor. You found a way. You found something. Like, there are so many people who had no money that would perform second line music. And like, but they would have a drum. It'd be beat up. Like, come on, like, it's not gonna be new, but like, everyone has some type of instrument. But you know what? I'm thinking now about it. New Orleans is extreme about that. Texas gives a fuck about a lot of fucks about football. Like we care a lot.
We're top 3 state for recruiting in sports. So yeah, they definitely would rather tell you just get the hell out of sport, just get the hell out of music and play sports. So yeah,
right. So we got kind of a bias. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, that's true. Look at that education, learning from others.
So for all y'all Ohio ass motherfuckers, because I don't know shit about y'all.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what y'all be doing out there. But you know what? I gotta ask though, because we never Landon creeped by without getting any hate or love. You think that if a producer cannot play an instrument, he's worse? And we're on average. Don't be coming out here with Kanye. That nigga too good. Don't be coming with the Kanye argument. I don't want to hear that.
I mean, I would say
elitist.
No, I'm not elitist. I mean, I know people in the music industry and stuff like that. Especially one of my close friends, Austin. Like he don't really. He's a producer, but he don't know how to play no damn instrument. He wants to learn how to, play like the piano and the drums and stuff like that. But he always says he's too busy to learn. I'm like, yeah, whatever, nigga.
Hey, we riding on that one. All right. It's like New Year's Eve resolutions to go to the gym. There's time.
Yeah, I definitely when it comes to that type of shit and like New Year's resolution, that shit just makes you fail every time, man. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna do it or you're not.
Exactly. So if we had to disregarding your friend for the average stuff you see out there on YouTube, I don't know if you be looking up free type beats. Elkie be doing that shit. Now you got me doing that shit. I've been doing that shit.
I've done it from time to time.
You know, on the average thing you be hearing out there, or I don't know if you listen to those radios where they be trying to find and discover new artists. Sometimes some of it be good, sometimes, but most of the time it's bad. But
yeah, most of the time it's bad.
How you feel if, because you can tell when someone, I can tell when someone can play an instrument, maybe have a beat come out.
I mean, like when it comes to instruments, like there are some songs that I prefer the live instrumentals and like the actual beat itself sometimes. There's a version of Jay-Z's song called "Thank You" where I saw it live on the Blueprint tour, and like the live version sounded so much better than the album version, to me at least.
Okay, Landon agrees. Live music with real instruments is better. I'm so glad we came to this.
That was the argument? I thought that they were just better, like saying that they were better at making music. No, the sound is definitely better with live instruments. But
no, it's both. That's my argument. It's both.
God. That is a messy, convoluted argument. That is a messy, long-winded argument. In that case, then I guess I'll agree with y'all. But no.
Yes. Join me. Shit on the shitty producers.
Hey, man, just let them make a living, man. They ain't hurting nobody.
For real? Oh, no, absolutely. Go get paid. Look, bro, I don't care. I'm still going to say you shit. I don't care. You know, the person I met today, he was like, what would you tell Drake if he was in the room right now? I tell Drake, yeah, your last shit kind of sucked, but like, you cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I like your old stuff. He's like, you tell Drake? I'm like, yeah. His last shit kind of sucked.
I'm like, why are you so zesty? That's what I would ask him.
Yeah, I've never heard a man ask another man why he's zesty. That's funny as fuck.
Hey, man, you've been off for like 3 albums. Is everything okay?
What's been going on? Nah, I mean, but you see, we shitting on Drake.
I'd be like, you know what? How does it feel to never have dropped a classic?
Damn,
ooh, that would be painful. I only halfway give him. Hey, no, even better. Hey, man, we got the same amount of classics. Isn't that something?
You know, he roast the shit out of us, and
the closest is Take Care, dog.
Yeah, honestly, I would give him Take Care because it had a lasting impact. But as far as reviews and stuff, no,
that's true.
Yeah.
I would say that he would roast the shit out of us, but you know what? We go to sleep and we wake up the next day feeling refreshed. That nigga so petty, he would be fuming the next day.
I would. That's the part that would make me happy is that I know I can get under his skin before he gets under mine. I'm aware of who I am. Are you aware of who you are? Like, and plus, that would end it.
Plus, he'll probably just send his goons after us. He won't do it himself. Too scared.
That's true.
Oh, big facts. I'm losing to some of the people he be fucking with.
Jay
they come around my block, I'll be like, the ops. Time to stay home.
With that said, we know you don't care about us, Drake, and honestly, I don't dislike you that much. But your last 3 albums were pretty bad.
Oh, big facts. I tell people all the time I'm a Drake fan. Right, let me keep it a buck. I'm a Drake fan, but doesn't mean I don't have to like all his music.
Yeah, true that.
I mean, same thing with Kanye.
And I don't care if people try to get paid off their shitty work. I ain't gotta like his shitty work. Same thing. You're a shitty producer. Shit producer. I'm a shitty musician myself. We can be shitty together, bro. Like it's cool. People will still pay for us.
Yeah, I'll write for Drake.
Okay, hold on now. Someone just said, I'll take a few $1 million.
Yeah.
It's a whole different story.
Somebody was like, oh, you'll never make it to the top, but you can write for Drake. Like, he's about to put out the blueprint from Toronto.
Okay. Where do I
like, why? You'd be like, why we ain't talking about these hoes in here?
Exactly.
Yeah, at least mention at least 3 hoes from Texas. At least 3.
Easy.
That
depends. It could be men hoes.
Still easy.
Well, what?
I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid, brother. This is easy work.
That pen be flowing, just like other pens may be flowing. It don't matter.
Oh,
Lord. Honestly, this episode ran longer than I thought it would. Wait, Landon, did you play any video games this year that you want to review, I guess?
But I say, to be honest, I have been lacking on the video games, so I'll listen to what y'all said earlier before I got on, because I do want to get back into playing video games. I'm about to buy the Switch. I'm about to buy PS5.
Again.
Yeah, again. And my PS4 is on its last leg, so it's time to upgrade and get a PS5. And I know that y'all be playing a lot of stuff on the PC, so I guess I should upgrade a PC as well.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to win a game on PC, but I lost. Nah.
So what?
Damn near won a lottery over there.
Oh, not the lottery. Let's just say that I'm having a very good time with sports.
That nigga gambling.
Yeah. It was a very good day. That's the best way to say it.
I feel you. My fantasy team lost.
Yeah,
but that's because I don't watch football.
But that's the thing, though. Like, my fantasy football team, like, it can suck every week or so, but as long as the gambling money come in, I'm okay. Unfortunately, I have to look at this fucking stupid-ass trophy for last place, but whatever.
Hey, money is money. That's all that matters.
True that.
That's how Drake music be.
I want both, though. Shoot, I'm tired of losing. Fuck this shit.
Hey, bro, sometimes you gotta choose. Drake chose the money.
Yeah.
Put the music down. But no. What else did we want to talk about this episode? I think that was it. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, that honestly was it.
That was it.
I'm quite satisfied.
Well, just keep y'all mental health up as much as you can, because times are hard out here. Got the government trying to do all types of shit, and the fact that they are 80, 90 years old and trying to control our lives is kind of crazy, but hey, here we are.
True. Yeah. I haven't had the best start to September, but it's slowly getting better. Also, this is like the anniversary of when I was in a house fire, so that also may have some type of impact, but it's mostly just this month has kind of sucked to start. But
it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better.
Absolutely. And if not, I have video games, I guess.
Hey, big facts. Big facts.
Yeah. We're gonna get We're gonna get through it all together, man. It's all gonna be all right.
Absolutely. Also, you sound far away from your mic. But other than that, any last words?
Oh, my bad. I was leaning back in my chair.
Damn, nigga. Went from whispering in my ear to like, you're like raw dog. Like,
yeah.
Well, I mean, you requested it, so I'll blow it.
Nah, pause.
Yeah, big pause. Big pause. That was wild. I apologize. I guess that was a Drake in me.
Damn. Oh man, wrong audience, man. I'm not 17 or a woman, but you're close. Damn, shit not drink is so easy, bro.
It's too easy. On that note, Shonen Speakeasy, we out.
Yep.